What's up? Not here today, mixing it up again. This is my 86 Buick Regal. It is, it's got the hard top, two-door obviously. It's not a T-type or anything like that. It's just got the 307 holes in it. It has been parked here for going on 7 years now. But, as you can see, I knocked the weeds off around it. You see, they used the paneling, the front bumper paneling used to be here. See it right here? They always deteriorate on these things. Just becomes brittle and breaks in the sun. You see this one's still here. Ant colony now. But that one's holding strong. Still there. But let's see if these wheels will hold, or these tires will hold air. And we'll air it out. I'll show you the inside. Alright, I got it opened up. It smells like straight mouse turds in here. It's bad. I even tried the old dryer sheet trick. I think it actually worked for a little while, honestly. Now it just messed my dash up. But it's got the old column lock in it. If you know these things just were pretty easy to steal. We got some ants running around in here. I hope this carpet isn't ate up with ants. They're just hanging out, whatever, in the jams. They're running through here pretty good, though. I don't know where they're going. But, yeah, apparently my rear view decided to fall off. You see this car has 89,000 original miles on it. When I bought it, it was 86 with 86,000 miles, and I only put 3,000 miles on it. But it stinks like a mouse. Fecal matter. So, yeah. Let me see. I deleted the cat on it, but it's super solid car. Look, I mean, the original spare and the jack and everything, and friend of the family, essentially. Dad owned it for a real long time, probably its whole life. These doors are getting a little crusty. And when he passed, he sold it to us. So actually, this was a graduation present from college for me. So got a pretty good deal on it. This was, like I said, well, probably 8 years ago or something. 7, 8 years ago. Well, probably almost freaking 10 years ago. I've owned it, but it's been sitting here for 7 years. And when I moved kind of far away and I didn't have a place to store it, it's in the back 40 here pretty much of my mom's place. So yeah, that's it. It's just been sitting, but I'm gonna see if I can dig it out of here. Let's see if I can move this thing 100 yards to my garage now. So, yeah. Let's see what we got. Well, gentlemen and gentle ladies. She's running. Got it over here. The air in the tires are holding air. They all had 14 pounds of air in them, which is pretty crazy after sitting for 7 or 8 years. But yeah, I'll fire it up for you guys here. Windows working and everything. Had one wire right here. I had to cobble one together because mice had eaten through that one. There's like wire like that. It's just a temperature sensor that's eating through. I'm sure I'm gonna have to go through here and check everything, whatnot, but okay, stand by. There she is. Boom. Had about a half a tank of gas in it. I threw some fresh stuff on top of it, but this thing just stays running. Idles up, takes throttle. Carb, I'm surprised the carb ain't totally gummed up, but actually ain't. Something weird, like a lifter or something. I don't know if the timing chain maybe? I don't know if this has got one of those goofy timing chains in it. But actually, radiator's cracked like right here. If you have it run up for any sort of time, it won't build a lot of pressure, but overall, I'm happy. It just essentially fired right up. So, there you go. The reason I've been living here for 3 years has been essentially in my backyard, but my dad actually said he's like thinking about wanting to get a race car. And that's pretty much the only thing you can do with these cars is straight line car, unless you really get into overall the whole suspension. But I always had a vision for this, kind of like a Mad Max type of style. Some fats in the rear, cut a hole in the hood, put a blower out of it. I always want to put a 427 in this thing, the blower on it. Your roots blower with the scoop coming out of the hood. But yeah, but more I've always had like a street car in mind, but if I want to make a drag car out of it, that would be fun too, so we'll see where it goes. But quick little update on my other car that I don't know if anybody knew I had, so there you go. Well, it's a few days later. I wasn't gonna really continue that video, just wanted to show the resurrection of the Buick, but it is a few days later. I did vacuum it out, and I did one of those car bombs, not the Irish type, but the little things you get from AutoZone. That's like the little thing you press and you sit in here and it just sprays for like a minute, and then you let the car sit. You're supposed to have it running and stuff so it runs through the climate control system too, but I didn't do that. But I just let it, whatever. Oh jeez, I vacuumed it, and I just noticed I sat in here with my hoodie I was rolling around on the ground with. Nice. Anyways, and that took care of this. A lot of the smell, I got like 3 or 4 of these little trees in here. It smells like a mixture of black ice and mouse turd, I'm gonna be honest. But it is a little bit cleaner, and hopefully that evicted any of the little mouse friends that we had in here. I still have to clean out the glove box because there was a legit nest in there, and I'm gonna have to actually like scrub that down, so that's something else. But I just did a vacuum, and it smells a lot better, but definitely not perfect. Letting it air out right now. But I wanted to show you that I am currently doing the radiator in this thing. I just got the top plate off, some of the fan bolts out. I went to Summit this morning and got a radiator for it. I'll show you. Kind of cool. I was gonna get the aluminum one, but then you got to switch the shroud, and you got electric fans and all that happy stuff. And if I get another, put a big blocker and LS in this thing, I don't want to have to get another one if the hoses don't match up, or the trans lines, which I mean you probably do exterior, trans cooler and all that happy stuff. But I just wanted to get something, but it's actually pretty cool. It looks original. It's a copper, brass, whatever tank, and full tank, and no plastic. But it's actually a 3-row tank, which is cool because it definitely gives you more cooling capability. And I'll show you that here in a second when I get it out the box. But also, when I parked this, you probably noticed on the earlier shots, there's a line of which was brake fluid under here, and I ran that new line. Turn on this. Oh wait, can't turn it on. I got my flashlight. Show you brake line I ran. So you see it there. That copper nickel is, I think it's a copper nickel mix, whatever, the easy bend stuff I ran. See it? Run up through there. You see it up there. If I can get that shot right. It was a pain in the butt to run. That is a 1/4 inch. The easy bend, the 3/16 easy bend is legitimately easy to bend, but the 1/4 inch is not as user friendly. You should still probably use a bender, like a little bender tool for that, but I did not. So there's that. So I got the brake line fixed. We're fixing the radiator. I think I showed a little shot of where it's cracked before, but I mean, this thing is legitimately bad. It's been bad. It was bad when I was driving it before, but I think it was staying cool. I'm pretty sure it'll be alright. So yeah, I'll get a couple shots of the new one, and we'll switch this out, and this thing should be roadworthy. Alright, well, it's raining, but got the old one out. It's right there. I've been leaking on that side for a while. Here's a new one. I was looking, I think the factory one's 3-row 2, but yeah, I thought this was like a better than factory, but I think it's just pretty much a factory replacement. Yeah. I don't know, might be a little bit wider, but it's still pretty thick. But it's hard to tell. But I'll slam this one in. Be good to go. Some days later, but I did get that radiator in there that evening despite the rain. That went off pretty easily, pretty successfully. I finished up the brake lines, realized that I don't have rear brakes. Don't know if I just have to bleed it better or what, or if the junction, the splitter here is bad or what, but I have to figure that out. But yeah, she's done. She's running. I took out a power washer. You could see probably the streaks here. After I powered off all that blackness that was there, like that spot that I missed. Cleaned it up. You can see actually I only did half the top. Unfortunately, never went back and got the other side. But yeah, the hood cleaned up pretty good. It is missing some paint. I should probably clean it up with something. I was actually thinking about getting a vice grip garage, like clear that he puts on his stuff that you just rub on just to protect it. But I'm gonna get the bumper fill-in panels. Someone's got them. I go get those. Probably replace both sides, or I'm not sure yet, but try to get some close paint to match them. And then I am gonna do. They also have the weather stripping. So for the door here, you can see obviously just split all the way down. This one these always are rough, but this one's just totally cracked there. But I was thinking about just getting some of that, because when I took it, I did the coin hop one, it's the hand spray, and then that's how I got all the stuff off the top panels, the trunk, the roof, and the hood. And then I went through the undercarriage wash, because this thing is just covered in grass and spiders and everything. And it just rained in there pretty much, so I'd like to replace that, the weather stripping. But yeah, just figured I'd give you guys the final update on here. And cleaned all the mud off the wheels, and I didn't even use any wheel cleaner or anything. It looks a lot better, so. Alrighty, y'all. If I do some weather stripping and some panels, I'll put it on here. Catch y'all on the flip. Be fun.